Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play series, week 29. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. So I'll be honest with you guys, I always record these weeks, obviously, the week beforehand, and I don't go past the week, like I don't go past Saturday whenever I'm trying to record. It's currently Wednesday, so I currently have a lot to do this week, and I probably won't get to all of it, so yeah, let's open the book. So here's some of the things I want to do this week, and it's mainly the things that I talked about 2 weeks ago and just never did last week, i.e. the spider farm, the villager trading hall, which I want to get started on looking for an area for that, base improvements, which just has creating paths, connecting the water sources together, and possibly making a new building, which I actually thought of a building that I want to make, so that's going to be nice. But I also want to finish clearing the ancient city that we went through 2 weeks ago to get the silence armor trim, as well as I want to go ahead and try and get the rest of the pottery shards due to the fact that I found 2 desert temples while looking for the wolves. So first off, we're going to go ahead and head into that ancient city and hopefully completely loot up the place and not have to go there ever again. So let's go do that. Alright, so we're back in here, and I'm currently just looking for the usual chests just to see which ones I missed. I'm gonna hope that I didn't grab everything in here, because that'd actually be kind of awkward, but you know, knowing my luck, that would be what happens. So yep, just the usual. I'll show you guys what I find, and if I don't find anything, we'll head out and we'll do something else. Alright, so we got a lot of shriekers around here. This one's just kind of screwed, I think. Yeah, I don't see any possible way of not activating one of these, so... I don't think there's any way of doing this without activating the shriekers, but let me go and make sure there's no other shriekers around here. I really wish that there was a way of doing this without activating one of the shriekers, but I don't think there is. So if I break this, this activates, and that activates, that's gonna activate this. If I break this, it's gonna go through here. If I break those two, it's gonna go through here. I didn't see what level we were on for the warden. It doesn't entirely matter at the moment, but it would have been nice to know. There's no way to get this to work. Yeah, there's no point then. Alright. Really, that was warden draws close. Oh no. I think I got these ones right. Yeah. Alright, cool. We're reaching the end. Again, as long as I just don't die to the warden, I'm fine. Yeah, because I still want to go center-ish. My luck's working double time, I guess. Oh my god, there actually is a chest in the center this time. However, I'm gonna do something like... That chest had a singular golden apple in it, by the way. I do believe that's everything, though, but I will make one more walk around. Give me a second. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, it is now time to head out. Honestly, it's an interesting feeling because we no longer have to come back at all to ancient cities unless they add more to them. So, yeah, this is going to be the last ancient city that we actually explore in this world. Get me out of here. And alright, now that we've finished clearing out that ancient city, I'm actually not going to go home just yet because we also have the pottery shards to go and look for. And well, as I said before, the only pottery shards we're missing are from desert temples, and I found 2 while I was out looking for wolves. So I think we'll go ahead and fly over to those desert temples first, and then we'll head home. And hopefully we get all 3 pottery shards, but that will be determined. And here's our first one, which actually, funnily enough, is in the boundary that I had a long time beforehand. I just never found this because, well, it's currently 268 blocks high, and it's in the middle of a mountain, so you know. Alright, now that we've taken care of them, I'm going to carefully get the treasure. Not great, but that's not all we came here for, so let's see if we can find those shards, which should be over here. And it's the one I already have. Alright, cool. I think that's prize. It is prize. That's the one we don't have yet. Cool. Didn't realize that was a spot that could have a dig spot. I didn't realize that was another dig one. God. Alright. Now, I'm sad to say I do actually think that's already all the dig spots that I could have found here. So, I mean, we got prize, but I was hoping to get, more than one. And I possibly could have if I didn't just break two of the artifact spots, but oh well. But oh well, time to go find the other one. There it is. Why are there so many creepers in here? Alright. Not much in here at all. Alright, cool. Hopefully the pottery shards will have better luck this time. So they are over here, and I can already see one that needs to be dug up. Nope, just the miner again. Alright. What's this pottery shard going to be? It's another miner. Oh, it's a diamond. Huh, I never knew you can actually get it out of these blocks. Well, that sucks. No more new pottery shards, and that's the other desert temple I had found, so we are still missing 2 more pottery shards, Archer and Skull, and I need to find more desert temples for that, but I don't feel like looking for those right now. So I guess I'll meet you guys back at home then. And alright, now that we're back, we did end up getting a decent amount of loot from the 2 places that we went ahead and went to, which in the Desert Temple, here's the items that we found. We got some, interesting enchanted books I'm honestly probably going to scrape the enchantments off of, but then we just got some materials of emeralds, diamonds, iron, and gold, golden apple. TNT is honestly probably the best thing here, but we did end up getting the prize pottery shard, which was one of the pottery shards we were missing. And then we got 4 minor pottery shards, which I mean, hooray, I guess, but it was something that I really did not need. And then if you come over here to our spoils from the ancient city, we have a decent amount of enchanted books. We've got a lot of the music disc of 13, cat, and other side again. A bunch of potions of regeneration. We got 4 new diamond hose, 4 pairs of diamond leggings, which I think all have either, okay, this one does not have Curse of Vanishing or Curse of Binding on it, but most of them do. Then you got 3 saddles, 2 diamond horse armors, and then leaves, name tags, and the skeleton skulls. So overall, a pretty good haul. And alright, now that we got those 2 things done, let's go ahead and hop into what else we got on this list. Which I'm actually going to do these out of order because I'd like to go ahead and start on our base improvements first. Just because we're already at the base, it just seems like a better option. So I want to go ahead and do a few simple things, which is just connecting the water up, which is the water over here and here. I just want to get these 2, like I want to break this right here. That's kind of what I want to try and do. And then the couple paths that I'm talking about is the paths that link up that little bridge to that staircase and that bridge all the way over to this spiral staircase around our beacons. And then of course I want to get some buildings in here, and I think I've actually thought of a building that I want to have around here, which is a building with a water wheel. Now this might look horrible at some point, but I think I have a design that I want to use for the water wheel, which we will see if we actually get to that, but for the time being I'm not too sure where to put it because I want to have a waterfall on it and I just don't know where to have said waterfall. But yeah, let's get to building, shall we? Actually, the first thing that I want to do just real quick is I want to go ahead and get this path just connected to this staircase because it's not horrible, but we can at least do like a little bit of detailing here so it actually looks like this is supposed to be attached. Yeah, just something simple like that I think is fine. Now we got to get this connected to here, so there we go, just something simple like that, nothing too much. And now finally we have a longer stretch just to go from here all the way down to here, which means we are going to actually have to put some slabs around here so that this will work, but I might also just carve it a little bit to make this look a little bit neater. And alright, here's the other path that goes from here all the way over to here. It looks kind of strange to me, possibly just because there's a lot of dirt right here at the moment, and that's just because I went ahead and dug this out. But I'm hoping that with time, it'll look a little bit better, but if it doesn't, I'll come back and change it just a tiny bit. But now with that done, I want to go ahead and connect that water source up to this water source, and I think that's all I'm going to do for the time being, because I don't know if I want to connect this up to all the way over to this water source and this water source. I think there's a little bit more over there. So I don't know, but we will find out in a second. The hard part is I gotta terraform this without actually making it look like horrible, so. And then I gotta refill the water in here, and it's just gonna be a whole process. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but again, it might just be one of those strange things, because currently with this being sand, then turning to dirt, and then turning to sand again, might be the thing that's throwing me off, but honestly, the shape of it's not that bad, and I think it will work out just fine for it being connected for the time being, at least. Oh, it's fixed. Nice. Alright, so we throw this down there. They should flow now. Alright, now that all the water is fixed, though, we can finally get started on the actual building. Now, the question is, where do I go ahead and put this water wheel? I can't put it here, obviously, or on this side, because, well, the path's right here. Over there is going to be kind of hard, because if I want to put a building, it's going to have to be, like, up there, and I don't want the water wheel to be huge. I don't want it to be here, either, because, well, if I just go ahead and build it here, then the building's going to be in the ground because I built the bridge up a little too high. I could technically build it here, but that runs two issues of A, how is that going to work? And B, how am I going to, like, make it look nice after the fact? This actually might be a spot, but I'm not too sure at the moment. Because I'm thinking if we build it here, we might have to build a waterfall to make the actual water wheel make sense. But again, we'll see. We technically could build it over there as well, because if it meant I could be connecting this up, it would make sense. However, I kind of want to make this area a little more corrupted, kind of like if the nether was seeping into the overworld, so I don't want to have like a building like already attached to it, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. This would work if the again, if the place wasn't like raised up so much, which is a shame because, well, water's here and there's a big open space. I could technically do it here though. Like, if I have the water wheel here, then, like, if I put it into this area, I could build the building over here. That's going to be a lot more of a building project, though, if I bring the build all the way out to over here. Decisions, and they all aren't great. I have one more idea. I could also think about building it over here as well, and, you know, we're currently over on the other side of the little bridge that we made not too long ago, and it would make a lot more sense because this actually seems like a decent place for a waterfall to be, and we can have it so that, like, the actual water wheel is in the water, and then we have a wall that it goes through, and then the building's on the other side. I don't actually know. You know, I just realized, actually, if I go ahead and remove this right here, this cow pen, that I could technically have the water wheel either here or here, and then what I can do is just build the building here, which actually wouldn't be too bad of an idea. It honestly would fit probably pretty well here. We don't need anything gigantic, just something to kind of look nice, and it would give this a little bit more purpose than just a cow pen. However, that means I'd have to move the cows, so I think that what I might end up doing, just for the time being, is I'll go ahead and make the water wheel somewhere around here, and then possibly make the actual building for said water wheel at a different point. I think that's what we're going to end up doing, just because it seems like the easier of the options at the moment, so I apologize, but yeah, we'll build the water wheel. The building will come later. And I personally think that just if we put the water wheel here, it'll make not more sense, but it'll just look better maybe. I'm not too sure, because if we go ahead and put the water wheel here, it might clutter this area, but it also would just add more detail as well. And it would also open this area up to being like maybe a fishing pond or something like that. However, if we put it over here, it's not going to clutter up this area as much, but I'm worried that there's not going to be enough detail in here then. So I'm thinking we might put it here. So I'll build the water wheel and I'll show you guys after the fact. Here we go, a nice wooden wheel in the middle of nowhere. You know, I'm just gonna get rid of this rock preemptively because it's not gonna be able to actually work in here, so. Yeah, and I might actually have to extend this grass back out to it just a tiny bit, but that's fine. And there is our water wheel, even though it kind of looks a little bit strange. I think it looks alright for what it is. Yeah, like the little buckets that can either, well, collect water, which I guess would have to mean the wheel that's turning this way, or if this wheel's supposed to be powering something, the wheel has to be turning this direction. Which is kind of why I have it this way, is because, well, I'm thinking that, like, if we have a waterfall come from here, or even water coming in from that cave, which honestly might be a little bit neater, then we'll go ahead and have it so that, you know, the water is flowing this way and it's powering this, which will be in turn powering this, whatever building is here. You know, it's gonna look really strange with that being there just for the time being, but that's fine. I'm not gonna move the cows at the moment. I'll just leave them here until we actually go ahead and make the building, which will probably be next week, but yeah, not too worried about this, so we'll figure that out when the time comes. So even though we didn't actually get around to building the building for the water wheel, we at least built the water wheel, so I know where the building is going to go now, which is a lot more than I actually had before I ended up doing this. So I'll consider this to be done for now, and now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and locate an area for where we're going to have our villager trading hall. I need to dig out about 100 by 100 area, so it's not going to be easy to find an area that's going to be like that. We're probably going to have to dig out a decent bit, and we'll probably go ahead and grab a beacon for that. Probably the one from the end. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm just kind of hoping that we find something that will work really easily. And alright, first things first, we gotta go ahead and take out this beacon, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover over this so I don't lose any of the gold blocks to the portal. I won't lose them, but they'll be taken back to spawn. I don't feel like going back for them, so yeah, that's just kind of a problem. We will need this beacon here in the future, but for now we don't, so they're just getting taken out. So here's the thing, most of the builds that we've done in this series is all the way over in like this direction. Like we've got the cat tower over there, like the cat statue. We've got the farms are mostly over here with like fishing farm, the slime farm, the gunpowder farm, the sugarcane farm. Like most of our stuff is over in this direction. So I'm thinking that for a change, that we go over here to kind of figure out where we should put the villager hall. And maybe actually over in this direction, because this is also where the hole is at the moment and our crop farm is also over here, so I'm thinking we might actually go in this direction. Now we don't want it too close to our actual base because obviously with the amount of villagers we're going to have, which is around 160, this is actually going to be pretty laggy, so we do want it somewhere around where it's not going to take up, like it's not going to be that much of an issue. If I need to clear out a decent amount of space for this, then we'll just kind of figure out where I need to do this, and then it'll probably turn into a little bit of a side project alongside the hole and the axolotl breeding. So, you know, we'll figure it out. And I don't even know where exactly what biome I want it to be in. I don't know if I want it to be in like the snowy plains or something like that, but we'll figure it out. Now here's the other thing. I'm not actually too worried about distance either from our base because I'm entirely expecting to have to connect this up to another portal system at some point. So this legitimately just needs to be in a good spot for me to actually like build this for them. This spot might actually work out. Sure, like it's very hilly in some places and I actually don't know. So let's say I do 75 by 40, right? So this is kind of the area I'm thinking about clearing out from there to here to there to there. But this box, which this is going to be the most pain in the butt thing to do because this is like really tall. But otherwise, I think this is just fine for what we want in the villager trading hall, which, like I said, it's kind of far out from our base. It's about 3,000 blocks out, but kind of what I was expecting, to be honest. So I'm going to start going ahead and clearing a little bit of this out. I'm not going to show everything, but I'm going to see how far I can get within a decent amount of time. I don't know how long I'm actually going to do this for. This is going to take a while. I can already tell. And we brought this down already a decent bit, but we've already used up most of the storage space over here, I think. Yeah, well, not most of it, but we used up a decent bit of it already. And I want to take it down to about this, like, level, so that's gonna take a while. But you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this little bit of terraforming probably between weeks. So during like Saturday or Sunday, I'll go ahead and take this down. And once I finally get it to where I want to be, we will go ahead and start our building on the actual villager hall, because I also need to figure out how I'm going to get all the materials for the villager hall, because I am running out of resources to an extent, like wood and stuff like that. So that's going to have to be a different thing I need to touch upon before we even work on this. So maybe it's a good thing that I go ahead and wait to do this. But nonetheless, that is going to have to be it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I apologize for the fact that we didn't really do too much this week. I was very busy this week and didn't have a lot of time to record, so I apologize. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys take care. You guys have a great week, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. All right, bye-bye.